About a year ago, I started playing with AI. Made some funny pictures, a few caricatures, thought it was a great laugh. Then I realised what it could actually do, and I haven't stopped since. Here's what 12 months really look like: the good, the hard, and the parts that genuinely surprised me. And one of the things I built still surprises me when I say it out loud. Quick background, because I think it matters to the story. I'm Jody, and I've been in construction for 30 years. Co-founded Caricatures and Murfit nearly 20 years ago. Real sites, real work, real problems. I'm not a tech person, I'm not a software developer. I didn't go to university to study all this stuff. I'm a builder who got curious. And that's the important part, because everything I'm going to tell you, I did it without any technical background whatsoever. So I started, like it does for a lot of people, with the fun stuff. AI image generation, caricatures, creating pictures from a few words you type in. It was genuinely amazing to me. You describe something and it just appears. I was hooked. But I knew there had to be more to it. So I made a decision early on. I was going to do this properly. Foundations first, not just watching random YouTube videos and hoping something sticks. I joined a structured AI program, real people supporting each other, actually doing the work together. And that changed everything for me. Because that's when I started to understand what AI is actually for. Not making pictures, not just having a chat with a chatbot, but building systems and automating the repetitive stuff, creating real leverage. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Here's something I don't mind admitting. Before AI, I wasn't confident putting myself out there online. I'm a builder. I've spent 30 years with my hands, not a keyboard. And I always had this feeling in the back of my head. Who's going to listen to me? Will my English be right? Will it come across the way I actually even mean it? AI changed that. Now, before I post anything, I sit down with Claude, that's the AI I use the most, and I just talk through the idea. Right, here's what I'm thinking about today, and we shape it together. Not to change my voice, not to make it sound like something I'm not, just to make sure it lands the way I mean for it to land. And that's given me the confidence to have a voice, to post every day, to say things I actually believe without second guessing myself. I think that's underestimated, genuinely. For a lot of tradespeople, I know that's a real barrier. It's not the technology, it's the confidence to put yourself out there. If that's you, I just want you to know that's totally normal, and it doesn't have to stay that way. So let me tell you what I've actually built, because I want to be really specific. This isn't I played with AI and it was interesting, this is real. Let me make this practical. First, I have a complete business intelligence system. Every morning at 6 a.m, a script runs automatically. It pulls data from all my business platforms, outreach activity, content performance, website bookings and finances, and sends me a full briefing, like a morning newspaper for my business. I wake up and I already know exactly where I stand. No manual checking, no logging into 5 different apps. Second, we have outreach systems. I have over 350 LinkedIn contacts and an organised tracker. I write messages, go out consistently, follow-ups are tracked, nothing falls through the cracks. It runs in the background while I'm doing everything else. Third, and this one surprises me when I say it out loud, I'm building actual software. ConstructionX AI Platform, a tool specifically for UK construction businesses. Project management, daily site reports, documents, timesheets, photos, client reports, all personalised and company specific. Think of it as an alternative to Procore for smaller builders who can't justify the big enterprise platforms. I built this version just by talking with Claude Code, just describing what I wanted. No programming degree, no developer on the team, me talking to an AI building software. Is it perfect? No. Is it live and working? Yes. And the fourth, I've got a school community with over 149 construction and trade business owners already in there, learning about AI together, sharing what they're trying, asking questions in plain English. All of this in about 12 months, as a solo founder, with no technical background. Now look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you it was easy. I've pulled my hair out at the screen more times than I'd like to admit. You set something up, it doesn't work, you follow the instructions, it still doesn't work. You try again, you try a different way, and sometimes it still doesn't work. But then it does. And when it does, when you've built something from scratch and it's running, it's working, saving you hours every week, that feeling really is something else. Hard and worth it. Both things are true in exactly the same time. Here's what I know from 30 years on the tools. A tradesperson day doesn't end on site. You finish on the roof at 5:30, you get up, you get home, you have a cup of tea, and then you've still got invoices to write, quotes to send, clients to chase, messages to answer. Do all of that, or spend the evening with your family. Most days you can't do both. And the people who are best at that admin, that's who wins. Not always the best tradespeople. The one who responds fastest, who follows up, who sends the quote first. AI can be the thing that levels the playing field. I'll tell you something else. I was listening to a podcast called Moonshot. They featured a school in the US called Alpha Schools. 2 hours of AI-powered learning in the morning, top 1% SAT scores. The rest of the day, life skills, business, entrepreneurship, workshops, sport. The world is changing faster than the system's training the next generation. And the same is true in our industry. Good tradespeople are losing ground simply because they don't know this stuff exists. That needs to change. If you're a builder or a tradesperson, and any of this sounds familiar, the curiosity, the overwhelm, wanting to understand it without someone throwing jargon at you, I've built a free community for exactly that. 149 people already in there. No hype, no tech babble, just honest, practical conversations about what AI can actually do for a trade business. Links in the description. Come and join us. Hope to see you in there. Have a great weekend. Bye.